Weather coverage you can count on with Chief Meteorologist Kate McKenna and the Wave 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network.
Well, believe it or not, we're about 10 days away now from the start of spring, and we've got snow to talk about in our forecast. Here is what we are expecting tomorrow night into early Saturday morning. Snow-covered roads, calling it a medium risk right now given the ground's temperatures that we are seeing currently and the air temperatures that we're going to see again tomorrow. We're talking highs pushing 70 degrees. Also, that risk for difficult travel as a medium risk. So slick spots on bridges and overpasses. Those elevated surfaces are always the first to freeze as that cold air is able to circulate underneath and then cool the road surface. Frigid temperatures, that's a high risk. We will all be very, very cold for this time of year, Friday night, Saturday morning, and then through the day on Saturday. Just a reminder, the winter weather advisory for all of North Alabama starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Snow totals will be lower in the advisory area than the winter storm watch and then warning area, but we'll still be expecting accumulating snow and then travel impacts because of that. That's why that advisory exists. Temperatures anywhere from the lower 40s right now in Decatur, 43, 48 in Muscle Shoals to the 50-degree mark right now in Huntsville. The Wave 31 Thompson Roofing and Construction Skycam network showing a nice night out there, but temperatures just slightly on the chilly side. Wave 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network. Nothing that concerns us right now, but by this time tomorrow night, the rain and the snow will be moving back into North Alabama. So we'll show you what that looks like in just a second, but let's focus on one last decent day. 45 degrees, kids heading off to school tomorrow morning. Coming home from school, hardly a thought in our minds about snow. 67 degrees. I told you that the high tomorrow will be close to the 70-degree mark, but as things start changing, they change in a big way and they change quickly. That rain transitioning over to snow between 8 and 10 o'clock for the shoals along the I-65 corridor between 10 and midnight. That includes Athens, Decatur, Huntsville, Fayetteville. And then for Northeast Alabama, we see that transition happening even later between midnight and 2 o'clock. But when it does happen, we are going to start to see those impacts pretty quickly here. So here's what we've got going on through the rest of tonight into tomorrow morning. Clouds start spreading in here from the southeast. Wouldn't be impossible to have a little bit of fog tomorrow morning, but by and large for Friday, it's a good mix of clouds and sun. It's a decent day all around. 4 o'clock, still mainly dry. Now as we go through now 4, 5, 6, 7, we start to have this little thin line of showers developing right along the cold front. Now as the front moves through, those temperatures, they really start dropping quickly. This is 8 o'clock. And you can see that transition start to take shape here. And for some locations, we're barely going to see any shower activity before the snow moves in. You'll see that kind of indicated in this data source. 10 o'clock, we start to see that wintry mix transitioning to snow along I-65. There's midnight, now all the way to 2 a.m. I told you this is something that starts to impact us pretty quickly, and it is moving pretty quickly. By 2 o'clock Saturday morning, we'll start to have this wrapping up in the shoals with only lingering flurries. And we're all done with this by 5 o'clock Saturday morning. Colder, drier air continues to filter in. That drier air really helps break up the cloud cover. So we've got sunshine expected on Saturday. It's not going to help us warm up very much. Here's the kind of snow that we're expecting. 1 to 2 inches in the advisory area. That's all of North Alabama. And then 2 to 3 inches with locally higher amounts possible across the higher elevations up through southern middle Tennessee. That's the location under the winter storm watch. So at this point in time, these are the numbers that we're going with. But the data through the past several hours, I was just checking it before the 10 o'clock here, it's been trending a little bit higher and a little bit higher. And if that trend holds, we'll need to adjust these numbers. So just know that what you're looking at here is not the end all be all when it comes to that snow forecast. We'll be tweaking those numbers as we get closer to Friday night as we get newer data coming in. Forecast wind gusts going to cause a problem by themselves. Blowing snow, dangerous wind chills. We are going to see possibly a big reduction in visibility with the blowing snow late Friday night, early Saturday, and then wind chill values in the single digits and teens. It's even colder Sunday morning, but it just stays cold all day long Saturday. 34 is your high. By the time we get into Sunday, highs do make it into the mid-50s, but it's down to 20 degrees Sunday morning. Back up the roller coaster, 70 degrees by next Wednesday.